Well, what's up, people? We are live here at the shop. The King Zero is behind us. We've got Gavin.
What's up?
We got Aaron. Howdy. We got Jacob of the Boomer and Green. And we've also got Doug. Now, what happened back there is that Jacob is basically being like Steve McQueen when they were filming the movie The Magnificent Seven. And Steve McQueen had a big ego, so he'd always be in the back of stage fiddling with something to try to one-up Yul Brynner and all the other stars. Right, Jacob?
I'm sorry, were you talking about me?
No, I was talking about Steve McQueen.
Oh, okay.
And how smart and good looking you are. I compared you to Steve McQueen.
Well, I'm glad you said that.
Okay. Anyway, you guys, so we got an update here of things coming up, and we're going to have some fun. So a fun thing that's going to happen here is Doug in the back corner, you guys might have seen, recently bought a 1994 Dodge Viper RT10. Now, he made a choice and decided to take it back to a dealership to have a small service item done, and they're already full of crap and a mess. So Doug is going to call the service department right now. I think we're all going to have fun with that. I don't know why, but if you've been a fan on this channel, you'll probably understand. So anyway, guys, Gavin, if you can read what's going on here. If you guys have any questions you want to do, if you want to do a super chat, we'll definitely see it and do the best we can. Today's video is going to be a little shorter live session, probably about 30 minutes, but just want to give you guys some updates and stuff. First of all, the Jabberwock jackwagon build, the mythological and insane build I have coming up that will be powered by the 8-liter Dodge Viper V10 engine. It's got the Porsche 996 twin-turbo 6-speed transaxle that's good for a bunch more horsepower than normal Porsche ones. What will that be going into? Well, I'm going to unveil it next week, so really stay tuned. Got some other things coming up for you. People are driving things and giving me wait, what is this? What is this?
That is the service department.
That's the service department. Oh, we'll call him. He's giving me the stuff at the dealership. We're not going to do any names, but it's going to be fun. So we're going to unveil that next week. It's super awesome. Do you guys have any ideas what the Jabberwock could be? I'm curious to see if you think. Now, on that note with the Jabberwock, there is a much bigger storyline that goes with what that is. Because what I'm building is going to tie into something of history that never got to be, but should have. So we're going to get to write a chapter of history now with what will be the Jabberwock build that never got to happen. So I think it's going to be really cool. It's going to be very real world and really fun. On that note, too, hopefully next week, I've got another little surprise for the channel that's going to tie into the Jabberwock and everything else going. I'm really excited about on a personal level. So that's kind of neat right there. Now, so for the King Zero behind it, are you reading these comments to make sure I'm not paying? Because I'm not paying attention. I can't yap and read. I'm a mess, dude. Don't let Jacob hear I said that. So the King Zero here, going to have a video out on it on Friday. So in this video, we're going to get a little bit more detailed on some of the more micro-focused things on building the car. We've kind of been focusing on the videos the last number of weeks, just having fun with the guys in the shop, having fun, obviously, with Jacob and Doug and everybody, and kind of joking around, sort of Seinfeld-esque, and doing the time lapses so you guys can kind of just see a day in life and feel you're there. But I think for Friday, it's going to be fun to get into detail so you can get an idea of just how painstaking and small and things can be when you're doing something that's really a piece of art and design like this. Are you gonna read any of this? People are talking, man. What are you doing?
People are very excited that we have folks in here that know what we're doing.
Yeah. Wait, who?
Well, I presume they're talking about the Boomer.
Oh, Jacob?
Probably. I don't know what I'm doing, so you can't really be talking about me.
Here he comes. They're talking about you potentially. See that? Yeah, we don't know. Keep going. I'm going to keep going and talking. Okay, so because the people that aren't live and watching this are going to get bored and be like, damn, unsubscribe, gone. Okay, that's how the internet sounds.
No, we're not going to use the hinges like the rear hinges on a Mercedes.
Oh, calm down. You're freaking everything out. What? You don't have to yell at them.
Oh, okay.
All right, easy. It's new technology, right? All right, so anyway, what are you doing? Are you freaking stuff out? Hey, look at this guy. Team Boomer Zoomer. What about me, man? I'm the prototype millennial. Don't leave me out of this stuff. Look, don't inflate their egos more. I have to live with this. But thank you, Mordecai. Appreciate it, man. Okay, so also coming.
Oh, I can't be rude.
I'm trying to do the news here, man.
Can't be rude.
We're not being rude. Okay, so guys, starting in April, also a fun thing. I can't announce who, but I got a really neat official collaboration coming with a kart racing chassis company. So we're going to be starting kart racing in April. This crazy Zoomer here, who has a much bigger ego in racing than you might suppose, who also plays the trombone, he has got a tag, 125cc liquid cooled, I believe a repainted Burrell.
Yes, it is.
chassis. So he's going to be racing also a different class. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And Project Cheapo from a year ago with Genius Garage, we're going to hopefully give that opportunity to a nice young man to go racing as well. So kart racing is going to be coming up as well. Also, for you guys that all the Jabberwock, I know a lot of you thought that the Countach body, it's a replica but an exact one because it's molded off a real car that I got out of a junkyard, you all thought that was going to be the Jabberwock, and everybody got really excited. It's not going to be the Jabberwock. The Jabberwock's actually a lot cooler, but the Countach is going to become a thing. So come right about June, hopefully everything goes the way it is, the Countach is scheduled to have the chassis gone over, and we will be installing a proper drivetrain in that. So it's going to become at least a rolling chassis with a drivetrain and be going in the right direction. So for you guys that are excited about that project, it will be coming up. Now, my intention relating to the Countach body, the fiberglass body is to build it into what would be kind of like an IMSA silhouette car. So for instance, the Genius Garage yellow Corvette that's over there, the only part on that car that's actually from a Corvette are the taillights. It's actually tube frame chassis, Chevy V8 derivative and all that, but it's really a silhouette car for the time period of racing. So the Countach race car we'll be doing will also be similar. It'll be mid-engine, have a little better aerodynamics and stuff, and it's going to be a more mild race car. We're going to go for a certain power weight ratio, likely run in NASA Sport touring class of some kind. So it'll be a lot of fun, kind of a hot rod for the street, and I think that'll be a good build in the future. I hope you guys enjoy that.
Someone's got a question.
What you got, people?
Someone was interested. What you think is the most difficult part to fabricate on the King Zero so far?
You know, doing the actual panels is pretty easy. Even the ones that have to be formed, for instance, there are kind of the fun and rewarding one because you get to do something big. You might put a light crown in it, either with the roller or the English wheel, or hammer it. The stuff that's the most difficult is the tiny fiddly stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And also the panels kind of inside the rear that have to be laser straight. Because if you put just the tiniest amount too much heat into your weld, you'll instantly warp the panel, and it's kind of a nightmare. So it's all the fiddly stuff on the King Zero that takes a massive amount of time. Things like the opening for the door. What, fire extinguisher?
Someone asked for a fire extinguisher. We're OSHA compliant.
We got lots of fire extinguishers. You guys don't understand. I'm cavalier when it comes to my own talent and safety, but when it comes to shop safety, I'm kind of a dick about like everything being unplugged and things like fire and crap getting in people's eyes and stuff. In fact, if you guys saw me wearing glasses when I had the Viper turn into a guitar amp, it's because I, even with safety glasses, got some crap in my eyes, so I was not having contacts. But anyway, it's little fiddly stuff, you guys, that really takes the longest time on the Zero. And that's why it's a little tough to do these videos, because a massive amount of time goes into just doing that. And frankly, it's not that interesting for the internet. All right, so another thing coming up, Porsche 944. We've got a big group on Facebook called the No Snob Porsche 944 Squad. And I am noticing, look how Aaron is passing the time. Look at him. Look at that. He is, hey, Zoomer, Purple Man, how you doing there? Does he know what we're talking about? He's thumbs up. He's thumbs up, you guys.
Yeah,
He's good. So, are you all right over there?
Just a little dizzy.
Are you sure the world's not spinning and you're stationary?
Never know.
It's probably,
Anyway, for all you non-snob Porsche files that have proper front engine, water-cooled engines with the engine work God and Henry Ford intended, I shouldn't say, that's going to make all the 911 snobs mad. Anyway, so we should do a 944 and a No Snob Porsche meetup sometime this spring. The weather's starting to break. I think that'll be a lot of fun. And yeah, this guy writes, being a dick about shop safety equals you care about your team. Yes, I do. I also know how insanely litigious and stupid the United States of America is nowadays. So not only do I not want anybody to get hurt so we can move on to live another day, I really can't stand lawyers or the litigious, stupid nature of the world right now. So if that makes me a dick, let's be a dick. Yes. All right, so we should totally do a non-snob Porsche meetup somewhere, hopefully in Northwest Ohio. And if anybody would like to help that, if you're a member of the No Snob Porsche 944 squad on Facebook, let's make it happen. We're getting some thumbs up and amens, I think. Wait, somebody's writing, is he having an existential crisis? Who the gentleman? You talking about me or someone else? Perhaps Aaron.
In a lot of cases, the answer is still yeah.
I'll be honest. The answer is he, meaning any one of the people in here that may identify as a male. We often have existential crises in here. In fact, guys, show of hands. Everybody in here who has had at least 3 seconds of an existential crisis today alone. Raise your hand.
Yeah,
Aaron, Boo, hey, Jacob, literally everybody. That's what happens on YouTube, guys. So I feel like Doug really resonated with that one. All right, all right. So we got more questions coming in here. Are you paying attention to that there?
Yeah, people are interested how long you think the King Zero will take to finish at this point.
Okay, so first, in answering that question with Steve McQueen back here, the Zero is an order of magnitude greater amount of time than I expected. When I estimated the build time of this, I did it based upon previous cars I had done. And frankly, are you doing okay back there, Jacob? You got the deep stairs going on.
Steve McQueen, did you call me?
Yeah. No, I was just referring to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Steven, what was I talking about? It's orders of magnitude more time consuming to do it than the small things. And the other thing, you guys here, to be honest, I think it's easy to take for granted watching the channel and seeing, just having fun and flowing with it. But you got to realize, just to make the videos and edit them and get them out and correspond with everybody takes a massive amount of time that I cannot be working on it. So it requires a tremendous amount of work and effort to get ready to the point that we can be free to work on it. And so, like, when I'm doing a video, when we're working on the Zero, I have to stop work to do the video. So just a thought. But in terms of getting done, I do expect this to be a painted, beautiful car in May, and hopefully starting to make some noise come June 4th, this summer. And frankly, the King Zero is scheduled to go, and you guys look this up. I want to give a shout out. A good friend of mine's working there putting on this event. It's the inaugural American Speed Festival, which is going to be at the M1 Concours up in Detroit. That's that private driving club type thing. It's a road course. You can get some amazing condos up there. Shout out to my buddy Rick Shad. It's going to be incredible. I believe there's only about 60 race cars coming to this. I don't know what I can tell you is coming yet, but let's just say super, super famous Can-Am cars and Formula One cars and stuff from this loony and genius garage. Boom! Yes, like an American Goodwood, but way better than Goodwood, because it's not just a bunch of aristocrats going, "Oh, look at the car here." They do a massive burnout with a bunch of people. No. It's going to be American style. Yes, we're going. The King Zero is going. That's going to be the end of September, beginning of October. So I hope you guys look that up. The American Speed Festival, the M1 Concours is coming up. That car will be there on the track. Yours truly. Also, a couple of Genius Garage cars. So really exciting there. Tell me what's going on that people are writing, because I'm too busy yet. Anything cool? What you guys doing?
All people want to just know a few things about the King Zero. Like, what color will it be?
I don't know yet. I am leaning heavily towards an insanely bright silver monochrome kind of thing going on, maybe some white hues, but like really bright, really interesting. And where there's going to be color's very powerful when you put it in something like whites and silvers and such. So I really want to harken back to, Marcel Gandin's masterpiece that inspired me to do this when it was silver. The original car got painted that bright orange color, because I think it was an orange at one time. And then the two Moonwalker cars that exist are also painted orange. So kind of want to go in that silver vibe. Maybe some of it will be a little chromy reflective. I don't know, but it's going to be nice. Just a modern supercar take on the art that I was inspired from that time. So somebody's like, "Oh, make it brown." Well, that's a shite idea. Can I say shite?
I mean, they get away with it on British TV.
Well, yeah, Jeremy Clarkson says it all the time. Okay, guys, so a few other things coming up. So big thing coming up this year I'm very excited about. I hope you guys will look into, and here's the reason why. I personally am going to start racing with the NASA for short, not related to the National Aeronautics and Space Administration. It's the sanctioning body. It's kind of like less uppity SCCA, but they have an unlimited class. So the beauty about NASA is you can actually build your own cars. And with unlimited, you have complete flexibility. Think about it. Think about it. It's literally the old rules from Can-Am in the 60s, just with the basic safety. No rules on engine, tires, chassis, or aerodynamics. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yes, NASA. So I'm going to start running with the Great Lakes region, me personally. I think that's going to be really fun to highlight some of the builds, like the Jabberwock, the Countach, whatever else I've got going on. So I think it's going to be fun. But the other reason I'm a really big fan of NASA, Great Lakes region, I hope you guys look it up. It's just easy to use their site. It's easy to know what's going on with the rules. You can run what you brung. They've got a Spec 944 series, so you can get out road racing on the cheap. But one of the things that I think is absolutely the coolest about racing with NASA is, if you're just starting out and you want to do an HPDE, it's a high-performance driver's education event. Like, let's say you're a novice with your street car and you got a helmet, okay? They start you off, there's 4 different levels, and your run group during the weekend on a Saturday or Sunday is intermixed with the racing. That does not mean they're racing on the track with you. It just means that maybe I'll be out there running in the unlimited class and it's crazy. And then your group will be next when you go learn. And I just think that's so awesome that you can support the grassroots and people getting going on racing all the way up to building your own cars. So I'm really excited about that. We've got some things coming up. Genius Garage has a nice little deal going on with the Vintage IndyCar Registry. So we're looking forward to being at a couple events with them. Great group for preserving the history of Indy cars. So I'm excited about that. I think it's going to be a nice environment for Genius Garage. And of course, the NASA with the Great Lakes region, major kudos to there. They also are being a supportive environment for Genius Garage. So I cannot say enough good about that. I'll be honest in saying that a lot of the vintage racing world and professional racing is by no means well, it's just a crappy environment of a bunch of wealthy guys having a bigger ego than the next one on power trips. So it sucks. I'm sorry. I'm just telling the truth. That's the way it is. If you don't like it, I'm sorry. So NASA's awesome, and the Vintage Indy Car Registry, very excited about those events and Genius Garage coming up. So a couple other things, you guys. I'm not sure if I'm going to have an F1 hot rod build up next week. The reason being I've got some awesome parts on the way from Taylor Race Engineering. Look them up. They're down in Texas. They do some awesome chain drive differentials, some both spoke stuff, and also they're very noteworthy of doing gearboxes, transaxles, and stuff in race cars. Check out their website, but they are an absolutely incredible resource and were insanely helpful for me on this F1 hot rod build. So Taylor Race Engineering, be talking more about them when we get the parts and stuff. It's going to be really exciting. So right now with the F1 hot rod build, I'm in a minor holding pattern because I'm currently doing design work, measuring stuff, getting parts made, ordering parts, and getting everything ready so I can start creating the structure and doing the actual physical building. What we got going on, Gavin?
Well, you mentioned racing in NASA and trying to build some cars for that. What engine are you thinking of running in the Countach?
Well, now this is going to make people sad because people like you to magically spend money you don't have, and they also like to feel a tingling in their pants for things that sound fun. But truthfully, when it comes down to racing, everybody, I like lots of power and I like it on the cheap. And I hate to tell you this, best way to do that, small block Chevy derivative and an LS. So really for the Countach build and building a race car, I am thinking an LS derivative with individual throttle bodies. It's going to sound amazing. It's going to look good. And if you're not okay with that, I would say maybe you should consider getting an air-cooled 911 and joining one of the super snobby clubs. Okay, I mean, I could do a Lamborghini engine, but they're kind of big and heavy and expensive. So,
you can do a BMW.
Are we making people mad yet with the truth here? Somebody says here, Sandera is coming to. You know that joke. Most people who know the car, they knew it from James May joke. What joke?
The Dacia Sandero.
The Dacia. The Dacia. Good news.
That's what I was talking about earlier. I was telling you about the same.
I thought you were being Professor Farnsworth from Futurama.
No, I was impersonating James May.
The Dacia Sandero. Why was he talking about that?
Because he has this odd obsession with the Dacia Sandero.
Why?
It's just kind of because it's
Is it a communist bloc country car?
No, it's I don't think so. At least I'm pretty sure.
Really?
It's just a good economy car that does everything it's supposed to do well.
Is this like Ricardo Montalban, who played Khan on the original Wrath of Khan, by the way? He did fine Corinthian leather back in the day. Everybody remembers those commercials, but not me because I wasn't alive back then. Okay, moving on after we've made some people mad with the truth. Did we do that? Is anybody out there angry or triggered that I say I'm going to use an LS engine for racing because you want something fancy and want me to spend money I don't have? Let's find out. Okay, this guy says, due to global cooling concerns, all new vehicles must be equipped with a V10 minimum. That's brilliant. Yeah, if it gets too cold, we'll all crank that out. Yeah. Somebody keeps asking, who is Frank? Frank? Is that a weird joke or something?
I have no idea what's going
on. Ignore. Okay. All right, you guys. Somebody said no. Nobody is triggered. All right, I like you guys. Somebody says no BMW motor. Well, that could be all right, but LS. Hey, no. Actually, that might be Taylor Race Engineering right now. I can't take it right now. They're going to hate me. Maybe they're calling me and saying they hate the live feed. Don't talk about us.
That's entirely possible.
I hope that's not it. I like them so much. Okay, guys. Going back to it on the King Zero, I didn't get to. An honest shout out to Avalon King, the ceramic coating company. I'm going to be honest, you guys. The company's been amazing to work with. I like the people. The product works really well. I got on my white 944, which has been sitting outside. And when I recently washed it, I actually used the Avalon King branded soap for it. You guys, it's the easiest car wash I've ever done. I swear to God. Got on the Viper. And so every single one of my cars has seen like life is getting it. I put on my race car recently, the red Formula car. And then when I wash it and actually get it polished done, I'll be doing it too. So do support that company, guys. The product works really well, but also I really got to give them a huge kudos and shout out because they're supporting the online community, the car community in a way that genuinely matters. So, I mean, from this build to so many other things going on, it matters because most companies have their head where the sun don't shine and don't really care about you, but Avalon King really does. So I like that. Okay, guys. So, hey, topics conversation before we get Doug to call the Dodge dealership that has his Dodge Viper. Speaking of that, Doug, why on earth did you send your Dodge Viper back to a dealership? What were you thinking?
Well, I was thinking I could ask somebody who knows, but he's building 2 other vehicles at the moment.
But I could tell you, by the way, pterosaur crotch made you look. But you took it back to a dealership, the scourge of the earth. I hope it comes back. We're going to call him here shortly. Sorry, Doug. You feel bad now. Doug is so nice. We hope he gets his car back in one piece. Okay, so before we get into this, a total non-car related thing. I told everybody here that I need a notebook to put notes on like this. And then I made a dumb dad joke pun about the movie, The Notebook. So, question. Everybody right now, tell me if you have heard of the movie The Notebook or not. And if you have, tell me how many women have tried to drag you into watching it with them when you're like, I don't really want to go through an emotional roller coaster for no good reason right now. How many of you? I bet it's a lot. Now, Aaron here. Aaron, you ever seen a Notebook or heard of it?
No.
Consider yourself possibly lucky. Gavin, duck in here. You look like Beaker. It's like Beaker and... Okay, well, don't actually become Beaker. Hey, you seen The Notebook or heard of it?
I haven't, no.
Look at these people. Okay, wait, I want to know. This is good to know. Okay, so somebody's like, dang it. Pterosaur needs a Hayabusa engine. All right. Nope. Yes. Nope. Yes. And one girl. You heard of it, not seen it. Huh. Nah, mate. You guys are lucky. Okay, so anyway, The Notebook is a movie. It's all super romantic. And then they die at the end. Okay, that's it. It's lovely and it's sad and it's emotional roller coaster. And here's the thing. I went to it years ago with a girlfriend. And when the movie was over, everybody's crying. Okay, there are tears. Let's be honest. Absolutely kill you. And everybody in the movie theater is sobbing. Like, I mean, bad. Now, when the movie ends, I get about 5 seconds in that it's over with. And then I can hear the entire theater sobbing. And then the hilarity of the moment hits me, which turns into me laughing. But then I felt bad because everybody is sobbing and I start laughing. And I think people think I'm crying harder when I'm actually laughing at them, which means I'm probably going to hell because I'm not laughing at them. I too was crying. I was laughing at all of us. Okay? Damn. So that's The Notebook. You guys should totally go through that. Sounds exciting, doesn't it, Aaron? Writing that down.
I'm taking notes.
Gonna watch that.
I'm very professional.
Casey should definitely check out Project Binky. I have checked out Project Binky, the mini. Now what else you want me to do? Okay. All right, you guys. Now it's fun. You've gone through this. Somebody here is Mordecai. Do a duet with Zoomer with your guitar. You want a romantic song or what do you want?
Yeah.
You want like anything you can do, I can do better.
Anything you can do, I can do more.
You don't know the girl part, do you?
I forget it. Everyone only talks about.
I like
everything you
karaoke.
can do.
I see. Okay. Well, maybe sometime. Actually, Doug knows how to play the guitar well. Doug, do you want to call that Viper dealer, that Dodge dealership right now and find out if your Viper's been wrecked by one of their
Let's do it.
porters yet or something?
Let's do it.
All right. You want my phone here?
Yeah.
Don't use my phone. They'll trade. I'm probably on a national dealership hit list right now. Can you use your phone?
I'm the only guy in the United States who doesn't carry a cell phone.
I don't know that
Doug doesn't carry a cell phone.
They'll probably pick up to my number.
They
My number's
what?
like way out of.
No, they'll pick up to yours.
That's where the internet goes,
Here
oh
we go.
my God,
They're
he
probably
doesn't
thinking
carry a cell phone.
You know what the scary thing is? They're going to find out this happened if they aren't figuring it out right now within 12 hours.
Well, I told everybody at the dealership,
Go.
hey, you need
Yeah.
to watch Casey's channel. What do I do with that?
Hey, dealership. I know all about Vipers, and I know literally every trick of how you screw people and lie to
I
people.
feel like I'm gonna call
So
them.
maybe you should not screw up and get it done. So, Doug, let's give them the gist of what's going on. So, first thing that happened, can I just tell them the story?
Go ahead.
I love this because these dealership people are so full of crap. So Doug buys a nice first generation Dodge Viper RT10 from this place. Now, Doug gets home, runs good. He's happy, buys a car, everything like that. Maybe the tire's a little old, but no big deal. He'll take care of it. Now, he noticed that when you push in the clutch pedal, it's kind of like, what? It kind of like, it sort of doesn't feel right, a little janky, a little jank fest, okay? And when you have to push in the clutch pedal so the car will start, you know, a basic safety thing that cars with stick shifts have, right?
Right.
So he calls the dealership because the jank fest was going on. It wasn't quite starting right. And was this a salesman or a service person?
Service person.
A service person told him that, oh, that's normal. You push the clutch in and then have to push it over to the side and all the way in to make it start. Is that what they said?
What they told me where I bought it.
Wait a minute. You bought it at a place that wasn't the dealership you took it to.
Right.
Okay, so the people that sold it to you, which is not the current Dodge dealership, told you that load of horse hockey.
Right.
Okay, that's horse hockey, but now we know it's not the same dealership. So
Right.
typical BS lie, you know, expecting him not to have the good faith, because if he was smart enough, no, sorry, I didn't mean that, but like if he knew that that was fine or it was jacked up, they couldn't do the lie to him like that. So he already got lied to by those jackwagons, so he's onto it. So you decided to take your Viper to a Dodge dealer service department to have that checked out.
Yes.
Okay, which sounds reasonable because it's a Chrysler product, Dodge, right?
Right.
Problem is, Doug, here's where you went wrong. Your car is now 26 or 7 years old. That is literally an antique to dealerships. They don't want to screw with it, except in this circumstance, they do, because they'll have fun screwing with it. And they probably think you can get sent to the mill and ringed out. So I told Doug, first thing, you have to get an absolute written estimate. Don't let them do anything or charge you anything, because it could be easily run away, okay? There's still some parts you can get from Dodge for it, but not all of them. So anyway, Doug is going to call the service department, because here's it. You made an appointment to drop it off at this Dodge dealership service department, right?
Yes.
Made an appointment. Then you had it flatbedded to the place on that time. And then you called after the weekend on Monday. Is that right?
I took it in on Monday.
On Monday. And then when did you call?
They called me Tuesday morning.
And they called him Tuesday morning and were like kind of peeved, because they're like, you didn't bring in the car. You missed your appointment, right?
Yeah, and I was like,
Attention, idiots. Attention, everybody on the dealer lot. Yes. If you're too stupid to see a bright red early Dodge Viper that's already been delivered, how do you have a job? Okay, God. All right, so turns out your car was already there.
Yes.
And now when they said, you need to drop your car, how did you react to that?
I was not too happy.
You probably questioned the validity of their expertise.
Yes.
And professionalism. So what are we doing right now, Doug?
Right now we're going to call them and get a status update.
Okay, let's do it. I like how somebody here is doing a Chachi backhanded joke about me being having male pattern baldness. Yeah.
You should get sponsored from Keeps.
Or I could just flip you the bird, because I always wear a hat when I'm working. Yes, Case is being too honest.
Service, please.
Service, please. Here, come on.
I have a car there. I'm checking on.
What we are currently on hold. Doug is checking on his, if you're just tuning in now, on his Dodge Viper that the dealership isn't even smart enough to know is there in the service department. And Jacob is welding and making noise in the background. Steve McQueen. It's a good move. Clever.
Hey, Mike, Doug McLaren calling. How you doing?
Aaron.
Okay.
Aaron looks like Lieutenant Commander
Well,
Jordy
I am at a
LaForge.
different location right now, so the phone I'm calling you from is not a good phone. Right. So the number I gave you before should be good. Do you have that number? That's correct. Okay. 15483 Surrey, SUR.
Aaron LaForge, they say. What?
Sorry, say again?
Yo, LeVar Burton, where's your
Also, can I? Why doesn't this set of earphones have a GoPro mount on it?
I'll tell you why this set of earphones
And why
has
is
a
it
GoPro.
sideways?
Because it's not I don't know, but this was, so one of the students could put a GoPro on his head, which is hilarious because that was at Mid-Ohio when there was a psychopath giving crap to our whole team when that idiot in a Ferrari got his car taken out from bad karma. What's going on here? Somebody's saying stop spamming. Okay.
Spammer.
We are currently on hold with a Dodge dealership service department where Doug's new old Viper is. And we're hoping they don't screw him over.
No, I don't have it with me, unfortunately. Right now.
Is he getting the runaround right now? We don't know. This is awkward for me also. Is it awkward for you guys? It's going to be more awkward for the dealership service department when they know this thing won't go. Doug is making faces about this. He's questioning why he did this. They're asking him what year his Viper is.
25 years old.
What is going on? Okay. What tracks do NASA run? NASA runs all over the United States, guys. There's a bunch of different regions all over, and they have a national championship race. I think that's going to be down in Texas. Okay. Somebody writes, has anyone released the 32-hour Oh Bother video? That's where Jacob sounded like Winnie the Pooh and went, oh bother. Anyway, you guys, so I'm going to go through some questions. If you guys got questions, hit me up right now. Why did somebody write blocked? Whatever. Okay, let's see. Ever see Ferris Bueller? Then you know where the Viper is right now.
Yeah.
Probably accurate, Stock McLean. Yeah, that's actually a problem. There was somebody I talked to recently who had an early Dodge Viper, and he had it twice into a service place. And literally both of the times it was in somewhere to be serviced, it was wrecked by one of their people.
How is it wrecked twice?
It's simple because you get a Dodge Viper and you get any idiot that, first of all, is not being treated well probably at a service department at a dealership. They're getting worked like a dog.
Yeah.
And then they get one moment to have a little moment of fun in a Dodge Viper, and the car probably has 15-year-old tires, and you wreck it like right now. They want to go have a joyride. They don't care. And it's probably going to be the dealerships, and they already hate their job anyway, so what do they care? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's the sad part about the whole scenario, and which is all reason why if you got something like a Dodge Viper, you got to be darn careful with where it goes. Because in this day and age, it's practically a liability to anybody. You know, it's just because people are stupid. Okay, dudes, where's my car is such garbage. What are you people talking about? Okay, now this Donatus, he's going on about a bunch of questions. Yo, Donatus, chill, man. You're asking a question too many times. Casey, how do you think what cars are best, old or new, and do you love old cars or new? Well, Donatus, I like cars with character, both old and new. Cars have everything to do with culture, meaning like, you know, what kind of people are you around? What do you do with them? How much fun? How does it help you create memories? So I'll be honest, I was into old cars more in the past, in vintage racing and the Concours world. I thought pre-war cars are beautiful, and I think 50s and 60s race cars are amazing. However, after being around the people who collect these cars for a long time and realizing a lot of these very large collectors, that whole world is getting insanely greedy, and it's all about prestige and a pissing match of who has more money, it's kind of soured me to those kind of cars, or at least the experience. So I find myself really gravitating towards building new cars, enjoying the art, and connecting with people such as all you that have a lot more fun. And frankly, is the reason why I'm so excited about racing at NASA, because you could, of course, race an older car, or you could race a newer car. So you can find what works for you. All right, so what's the verdict on your Viper, man?
Okay, so it's
Don't sugarcoat it.
It's over 25 years old, right?
Yeah, so am I.
Aren't we all? Well,
Yeah,
some of us.
Not Aaron.
So it's no longer in their system. So when they checked in my car, their system shuffled it off to used cars.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm like, so how does that help me?
So they haven't done anything to it at all?
No. It's been there since Monday at
Has it been
6.
sitting outside?
Yes. So I told them, do me a favor, get it inside. It's been there a day already, and you haven't looked at it. You owe me.
Okay, yeah, guys, that's not owing. Okay, so everybody right now, so the dealership is too stupid to even put his Viper inside or even know it's there. What should we do? I know what I should. Doug, I got a question for you.
Okay.
And now everybody's watching. Should we go get your Dodge Viper and you want me to look at it and we'll fix it and make a video out of it?
If they don't do anything by tomorrow, let's do that.
I don't think you want them to.
Well, I mean,
They don't even know the car is at their service department. How the ever living F are they gonna fix it? Not screw you.
So yeah, if they call me tomorrow and they still have their heads up, their posteriors, we'll get you a trip up to Detroit and we'll see what's up.
And by posterior, Doug meant ass.
Well, it's your channel. I didn't want to use a 3-letter word for a 4-letter
3?
word.
Oh man, I guess we'll come up with some new words. When are we gonna go get your poor car? You want to show up in my Viper to get your Viper?
Wouldn't that be funny?
I could just, yeah. They'll be like, the Vipers are like, oh God, it's that guy. When are we doing that? When are we doing that?
Let's do that Friday or tomorrow afternoon.
Tomorrow afternoon or Friday. Let me think about this. So, I have lots of work to do, you guys. I don't think I can do it tomorrow.
That's okay. I'm in no hurry. That's the good thing.
Yeah, but your Viper, early first-gen Viper, is sitting at a dealership full of morons that don't even know it's there.
Right. Which is mildly concerning, yes. So they're not going to break it, though. So at least I don't think they're going to break it. So
anybody had dealership experiences where they broke your car that wasn't even as kooky as a first-gen Dodge Viper? Type in now to make Doug feel terrible.
yeah.
Poor Doug.
Let me know how bad it turned out for
What
you.
about
Actually, I did. I took my
live stream the road trip to get it back? Maybe.
No, there was one time I took my 635 into the BMW dealership just because we were short on. I think my parents did it. We were just short on time. We're having kind of a hard time figuring out what was going wrong with it, and took it to the dealership. I don't know exactly how they treated it, but I don't think they joy rode it or anything. And it just kind of like took 2 weeks for them to like look at it or do anything. And then we got a repair bill for like $400 for one little relay.
Wow. I had a 96 6-speed C4 Corvette in valet at the Meadowbrook Concord Elegance when it was at the Meadowbrook Manor House there. And super fancy, like black tie party or cocktail thing or something like that. When it came back, the valet took forever, and I don't know how. My water temperature was 256 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know how that's possible, but it happened. Anyway, Jason Berry says, Casey, send me a message if you need parts for his Viper. I have access to private Viper junkyard. Actually, Jason Berry, I need parts for a second-gen engine. I need the motor mounts that go up on that with the motor mounts. Do you have those for me? I need them for the Jabberwock build. Seriously. Jason Berry, hook me up. Hit me up.
And then you can say you actually had a piece in the Jabberwock build.
Yes. Okay, so Doug, are we going to go do your Viper on Friday?
If you got time.
Where is it I have to drive to?
Up by my house.
Okay. and how far?
I don't want to say the dealership name. I'm sure you can understand.
We'll see how it goes. Are we sure we want to do that?
Up to you. Totally up to you.
Because they're totally screwing you over.
They haven't screwed me over yet.
They're screwing you over by being completely incompetent with your very specialized car.
Yeah. So they're not winning any points.
It's a Dodge dealership up in the greater Detroit area. You'd think they know better. Morons. Okay, anyway. This guy writes, if you valet your car, you are dumb. Math. Yes, but when you're at a super fancy cocktail hour party with a bunch of people from that social circle, you have no other option, and there's certain social obligations and the contracts kick in. Sorry, dude. Go get it now. Nelson Krause writes. Okay. Anyway, are you going to make your F1 car, IndyCar, and Ayrton Senna's McLaren MP4 livery? Negative. I will not. Actually, let's do one thing before we go. Let's get Jacob on here. He hasn't been on. He's been over there welding and stuff. Jacob, what's going on, man? He's running over.
Oh, let's show him what's going on, Jake.
No, I want Jacob to say hi to everybody.
Hi, everybody. How are you doing? I'm sorry. I rolled it in.
You are
Okay, Jacob. Okay, Jacob, would you like to go off on this? Somebody here says pop-up headlights on the Zero. Yes.
No hot pop-up headlights. No.
Yeah.
How many times we got to tell you?
Well, we've never told him that yet. This is the first time.
Yeah. We've responded to that many times.
We did?
Yes.
I don't remember doing that. Well, hold on, Jacob. Before we go, we have to tell them why no pop-up headlights on the Zero.
Stinky.
Stinky?
They're stanky.
Stanky. Hey, that's a reason, okay?
Not only that, the original one had the headlights in the sled. We're going to try to follow that pattern.
Yes. Scott McLean has something. Casey, why is this video entitled Live Building the King Zero when no actual work is occurring?
Hey,
There was!
I'm
Did you not see
working.
Jacob over
I'm
there
working.
welding and making noise? We were trying to call this Dodge dealership that's screwing over Doug to make them nervous that the whole world knows they suck. Yeah.
Here.
Plus, it gives you something to talk about that's not perfect. What are you guys doing over there?
Headlights.
Headlights.
In the slot. Wow.
Here.
There.
See?
You guys, it's the internet. It's not like a Korea era. Yeah, it's like that. It's these two.
Oh, visual aids.
Visual aids. Visual aids. Visual aids. I know visual aids.
But Casey, if we just put light bars in, it won't be DOT legal.
need your visual aids, thank you very much.
You guys getting this wavelength of hilarity right now. Are you feeling the insanity?
I have the
Nice.
magic wand. See? Look.
What
See what it does?
Get your finger
See?
away from me, man. Like you get killed in jail for that sort of
Headlights.
thing.
Here.
This isn't a Miata.
Headlights right there.
Right there.
All right, guys. I hope you're having Packard Watch, you guys. Check it out. Boom. All right, you guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I hope you got a smile from here. I enjoyed seeing you all. I know you're all watching from around the world. And I hope you're looking forward to things to come up. So next week, we're going to unveil what's going to be the Jabberwock build. That's going to be insane and exciting. I promise. Okay. So great builds coming up there. The Zero's moving along really well. So it's going to start moving more at an exponential rate. Now it's looking more like a car. I hope you guys are enjoying the channel and the growth here. Obviously taking your guys' comments. I read them all, good and bad. And taking into consideration. So we're evolving here, and I hope you guys enjoy the community too. Oh, somebody wanted Aaron to tell a joke. Let's end on that. Aaron, get in here. Get in here.
Don't expect anything good.
He didn't say that. Here comes.
You want to gather around the campfire. All right, so this woman's dog falls into a lake, right? So a German man jumps into the lake and saves the dog, and it's freezing outside. So he brings the dog out, and the dog's like in shock. So the German man brings the dog back to life, and the woman thanks the man. And she asks him, "Are you a vet?" The German man responds, "Vet? I'm soaking." I'll be here never again.
Yay! I have a follow-up question to the joke, though. Aaron, if they're both in Germany and presumably speak German, then why are they speaking English to each other in a German accent?
Because German people know more than one language.
Yeah, I can answer this.
That's a good answer. They are sophisticated, cultured people.
People in other countries that are multilingual do actually like to practice speaking their non-native language. It helps them practice.
People like Aaron's joke.
I thought it was great. And I'm going to be telling that joke all the rest of the week, right?
Oh, sure.
We got a hello from Germany here. A hello aus Deutschland. All right, guys. Thanks for being here. We'll see you next time. And look forward for more videos to come and the update with the gang. Bye, guys.
I'm so